Do you think the Indian youngster of today thinks civil engineering also is a good career?
8 to 10,000 rupees is the basic salary I was getting in 2015. As of now, it's all.
KPC Projects is also one of the great places to work. Have been classified as and awarded that title. How did you manage it?
And as of now, it's a great of God. We are so lucky. We have the team more than 10 years, around 650, 700 people.
What is the kind of growth path that you look to say, okay, fine, I will do, as you said, from 1200 to 1700, 1700, 2500. The growth path of the company, is it on the conservative side or you want to really grow aggressive? What is the target? What is the strategy there?
KPC Projects is very much in the service. That is, we are not now. It is on Genesis and there is a blood.
Welcome to Conversations. I'm Suresh Kochatal. Construction business is a specialty business. Not everyone can get into it, and many actually get out of it. Over the years, surviving in this business is tough. The industry itself has matured over the years, and today it has become a billion-dollar industry and more than that. There are many players from the Telugu-speaking states who have made it big, and one of them is with me today. I have Anil Kumar Kamisetty, Chairman and Managing Director of KPC Projects, to speak to us about his company and what they do, because he has constructed some of the best landmarks in Hyderabad, which many people are not really aware of. You must have gone past those landmarks a dozen times in a week, but then they don't know who built it. Welcome, sir. Namaskar.
Namaskar, sir.
So, Anil, sir, the main question that I want to ask you is, how did the KPC project start? Where did it start? Where are you from? Where did the family come from?
Nice. KPC Projects Limited is the founder is Sri K. Pullaya. He is the first generation businessman. He is from Proddutur, Kadapa district. He initiated the first 2,500 rupees contract from Proddutur, Kadapa district, and he started in 1973. We are completed 52 years as of now. By the way, I am joined with my father in 1993 after completion of my basic education, and I am leading the business from 1993. This is 32nd year what I am leading the organization.
So I've been speaking to a number of real estate people over the years, and one thing they tell me often is that the industry changed from the first generation to the second generation. From the second generation to the third generation, that shift is pretty tough, and not just real estate, every other business, because the youngsters have a different idea altogether, but we'll come to that. But the more important thing is, when you got into the business, there must have been a number of players also who've been civil contractors who got into construction, like as much as Mr. Pullaya did. So how did this transition takes place from a contractor to a builder? How does it happen, sir?
Basically, any industry having same kind of challenges. In that construction industry having some specific where this industry related more than 25 different departments, including political, non-political, bureaucratic, police, last from very smallest person of the village gram panchayat also it is related to them. So this industry is not only new industry, it's almost hundreds of years. In the olden days, there will be feeding them and giving the job. In middays, they started giving some pay or some amount and getting them to work, and it became as a infrastructure industry, and it is going on transforming from small ticket to huge tickets. Now infrastructure industry maximum contracts are lakhs and lakhs of crores rupees, also single contracts are signing. In the same way, Indian infrastructure industry has transformed in, we can say, around 90s. Earlier the contracts was very small type contracts where cement and steel, bitumen was supplied by government, and the contractor will come and as a labor contractor and he gets some minimum material and he used to execute the projects. And that was transferred from around 1995 between. The industry has changed and transferred and made a turnkey contract. When turnkey contract comes, that individual main construction company promoter has to get their own employee, their own technical skill, equipment and everything, and they has to start working and as a professional organization. So earlier there is no e-procurement process. Government of state governments and government of India introduced around 2000-2005 between. The government has mandated to bring it as a e-procurement process. It brought more professional, rather in olden days, and we have political and financial muscle only, you will become as a contractor. When the e-procurement and when the systems are including all technology, everything is included, the professionalism started coming. That exactly made us to make it exactly to change of our organization. Where rather coming from traditional old time uh, basic school contractors to a corporate construction company, where we are on the exactly on the edge with the same platform. We could able to take my from my father, and I used to push that. And now in 2020, we have started getting our third generation children also into the same business.
Wonderful. So with over 1,000 employees right now, if I'm not mistaken, and indirect employment maybe another 3 to 4,000 people, and you have a turnover of around 1,000 crores plus an order book value, I'm told, around 5,000 crores. You can correct the numbers, sir, if you want to. But the main point I'm trying to make is the growth in terms of what Hyderabad city has seen and what as India has seen from the time 91 when Narasimha started the liberalization process, when cement became decontrolled, and as you said, new technologies came in. Construction has changed. How did you see this change in construction happening? I'm talking of purely from a technical perspective.
Basically, if you see the difference between developed country, undeveloped country, and developing countries, we can say as on today, India is a developing country. From undeveloped country to developing country, we are emerging to the developed country. When basically the basic measurement factor for developed, undeveloped, and developing country is the basically infrastructure. The infrastructure denotes that more than around 15-20 different departments like quality roads, quality education, quality school, quality water, quality power. These all are coming from transportation. These all are coming from infrastructure industry. This industry just we can say started in around 95 to 2000 between. India started building world-class infrastructure like airports and world class, roads are in one class, telecom in world class. Just our people are comparing to world class, just started thinking from 1995 to 2000, and 2000 to 2005 just they are started moving, and 2005 India is progressively emerging to the world class infrastructure. As on today, we can see we are competing in the top fourth economy in the world, and also the growth is a top one growth in the world. If you see, make it in GDP in growth scale, and you see, India have much is a basically populated country. We require a lot of infrastructure gap is there. Even if you grow in the scale of what India is growing, at least 15-20 years we grow, we can be stand along with the developed country. So in that platform, the KPC also took very significant role in developing more than 4 to 5 cities. In Hyderabad, we could able to build one of the world-class building called T-Hub, that is developer and engineering development and project implementation done by KPC. And around that is in 2018, 19 to 20 to 21, 22 we have completed. And other project we can see the one of the monument to Hyderabad called Telangana Martyrs Memorial. That is one of the innovative project that has took the concept from Chicago Bean, and same concept is developed. Is also world-class infrastructure. And third one is then Ambedkar Statue. This is also one of the large statue on the occasion of 125th birth anniversary of Ambedkar, the government has initiated taken. These are the three important, and other than many other projects done, there is a very iconic projects for the Hyderabad. And number Vijayawada also we could able to complete one statue, that is Dr B.R. Ambedkar. That is also same, it's a much bigger project. And Gwalior we were able to complete one two key infrastructures. One is in Gwalior Airport and Gwalior Railway Station. These both are also in almost world class. This all we could able to transform the city. In Visakhapatnam also now we are doing one of the three best institutions. One is an Indian Institute of Petroleum. Number two is an Unity Mall, which is a PM's pet project. This kind of world class or international level, along with that kind of projects we could able to deliver. And I would like to just put forth our 2025 we could able to March 25 we could able to complete around 1275 to 1300 crores around turnover, and this year we are projecting around 1500 to 1600 crores we are projecting, and our team I think we could able to deliver it to my efficient and qualitative team. And the order book is almost in India, industry is growing wherever our maybe in the country within 50 KPC will be there, around 25 to 30 KPC will be there. Industry is there in the part, in the when the country is emerging, we are in the exact in the platform, we could able to grab good size of order books. Today around 7,500 plus and 1,275 team what is working for the organization.
So when you have projects, when you do a real estate or infrastructure, we have seen how our highways have developed. Before that, national highways were kind of an apology of a road. But over the last 15 years, for example, the roads have developed dramatically. People are prepared to pay toll to travel on that road because they get better mileage, the tire life increases, the vehicle efficiency increases. Along the way, we also see in railway stations, which you rightly described, Gwalior, and airports. And today, you look at any airport in India that is a modern one, as good as ones abroad. This thought process of improving infrastructure, how much has it contributed to the overall real estate sector? Because you see that it's not just building a road, it's connecting two cities, Bengaluru and Hyderabad, or Chennai and Hyderabad, Chennai and Bangalore, Vande Bharat trains. These are things which have changed the face of India. Along with that, you built, as you said, some of the best monuments that are there. What gives you the confidence that India, in the next, say, 10 years, I will not go beyond it, will do even better than what they're doing now?
So, number one, you mentioned about connectivity. Any country, anywhere, if the connectivity is a major factor. If you see outer ring road of the Hyderabad, how the total Hyderabad demography of it changed. It's one of the best in the, maybe out of the world, maybe doesn't have this kind of beautiful infrastructure in the country. And you can say, and airports and railway stations or whatever it is coming out. This kind of infrastructure we cannot, we are compare on par with New York or London or maybe Dubai. Maybe we are ahead of Dubai in some areas. This kind of infrastructure, usually earlier government was from need based to choice based, government is also moving. Earlier, where our minimum need was education, our minimum need was a school, health, and housing. These all are government surpassed almost in from 10-15 years. The government made significant effort, and now government wants to create different identity like Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, best railway stations in the world, best airports in the world, where this just started, I can say, if you compare to the global standards, where just started. It will be minimum 20-25 years. This industry will be continued, and you can see many more things you can see in near future in the India. And this kind of infrastructure just were started tasting. Example, toll you are telling. People earlier, if you have two roads, non-toll road and toll road, even people don't care to spend a toll charge and they are ready to go ahead with the paying by toll since they want a qualitative product. These are where our country is just started, I can say, just tasted now. You can see in toll structure around 55 to 60,000 crores every month, and every year toll is earning. It may reach by 2-3 years, it may reach to 1 lakh crore. You can see in new GST, which is started in 2017, now it touching around 2 lakh crore per month, 24 lakh crore per year only GST revenue. This kind of significant just country is tasting now. Is a minimum 20-25 years. This is not the country what we are seen, and I think where you are also around 50 plus. I am also around 50. Yes. You see, we have seen what we have started mobile phone with a dial. Now we have seen more phone with just single palm. So I think further improvisation, I think these are just started, I can say that.
So when you look at the construction sector, of course there are domestic housing, commercial projects, and there are infrastructure projects. In terms of its mix of bag of products that you have, where does KPC stand in terms of each of these sectors?
So basically in engineering, we give some 4-5 different solutions. One is in where we have done almost 1 lakh plus housing since from almost 25 to 30 years. In all technologies, we have done precast, we have done shear wall, we can column wall, normal load bearing, all varieties of civil engineering buildings, residential we have done. From 1 floor to 35 floor, we could able to complete the projects in housing, majorly for corporates and semi-corporates and governments and other PSUs, different areas we are working on. Number two, we are working on health infrastructure. Government of India is investing huge money in the health. Say we are, I think for 1,000 people there is need a doctor. Our India, 10,000 plus there is a doctor. You see, we want to have health infrastructure has to be consolidated, and government of India is investing huge money. More than 200 plus medical colleges are coming up in all over country, where we are also key part. We have done more than 30 plus hospitals and medical colleges. As of now, we are doing around 7 medical colleges we are doing as of now. And number 3 is then institutions. We have done almost more than 10 to 12 different institutions like universities or campuses or full-fledged development of one kind of schools or education institutions. That all we have become a master in that under EPC contract. Number 4 is in monuments. We have done beautiful monuments. Number 5, fast track projects like airports and railway stations. The government of India investing huge money. Yesterday, our Honorable Minister Airports Aviation was mentioned that 350 airports are going to come up by 2046. So almost now India is having 150 around. So 200 airports to be added. And railway station 550 plus railway stations are under modernization. So where the government also very fast track, they're having money is there and they want to push as early as possible. So this industry, quality, timely delivery, and the architectural government major focus where we are able to put
So
it.
the government also has moved from a typical government building, the old BRKR Bhavan kind of thing on your secretariat, to the modern buildings that we see today, where you built T Hub, which was a revolution of sorts. Because I go there regularly, almost once in 15 days. There's some conference I attend.
Nice.
The way it was built, it's totally different from a government building.
Yes.
Okay. Now, in thought process, what change have you seen in terms of pure tender, L1 bidding, and all that kind of stuff, to where the government says quality is also important? It is not just building a building which will collapse in 30 years. But you look at the old buildings built by the Britishers or even before that, they are still standing very strong. Do you see a change in mindset, sir, where quality is also being emphasized today?
Yeah, there are 3 parameters when we want to select a government contractor. There is one is pre-qualification stage. Pre-qualification contractor should have completed this kind of past projects. Then financials come at second. And number 3, now recently inducted is the presentation before awarding the project also became a one more PQ. Not only a qualified contractor, you should have presentation skills, how you are going to demonstrate the project. Then only they are opening the price bid. These 3 stages now is coming up. And engineering procurement, which made infra industries to give more qualitative and more advanced construction. So that is also giving industry to say the kind of T-Hub, the kind of university what we are building in Visakhapatnam. These all are engineering design also more we have contributed, not only the government. So we could able to see in GMR airport is there triple P project. GMR able to bring different technology in the buildings, and you can see the scale of the airport or the spans of the airport. Even same like in T-Hub, we have done the 36 meters cantilever in both directions. I think nowhere in the world that kind of long. 36 means almost 100 plus feet cantilever. It's a one kind of even we have called a presentation for before awarding the fabrication work. We have called more than 15 people came from all over India. Only one guy who developed that Burj Khalifa and Burj Al Arab. The same agency only could able to take the challenge, and they could able to join with they are able to join with hands with us. We could able to present the T-Hub today. This kind of happening only due to this engineering is also in the hands of the infra contractors. So we could able to do better.
At the end of the day, it all requires people to do it. Okay, it's very clear that the skills of Indian engineers, the skills of the technical staff, the skills of unskilled laborers, all this come together actually. Over the years, we have seen once civil engineering was considered the best profession, then mechanical came in, then the IT boom came in, and with that, everybody rushed into IT. Do you see that the kind of romance for civil engineering is coming back now that India is handling such huge projects? It is true that a civil engineer's job involves supervision, which means you need to stand in the sun, rain, or whatever be the weather and get it done. If you're constructing a tunnel in the Himalayas, it's all the more challenging. I mean, if you're doing road projects down south in Kerala, for example, where there is a landslide issue always, so that is another issue. Do you think the Indian youngster of today thinks civil engineering also is a good career?
say up to 1980-85, civil engineering was calling as a Royal Civil. After 85, when government reduced the investment on basic infrastructure, or almost when technology, IT, and other engineering departments, first electronics came into picture, first electrical, electronics, and computer science, then civil engineering lost their charm in the market. This other way, if you go to the Middle East, almost other locals are around 18-20%, around 60 to 65% are Indians are working for the all infrastructure industry of the Middle East. You can see any country like in Dubai or Saudi or all 7 countries and all GCCs, you can say almost all engineering and basic works are doing by our engineers. The reason is the pay was very good. Until 2015, I think, civil engineering was not paying. Even now, we could able to get to 8 to 10,000 rupees is the basic salary was getting in 2015. As of now, it's all game. Now, as on today, even our KPC minimum average employee salary is around 52,000 rupees, 53, 52, 500, 53,000 we are paying now. That means that our industry started salary we are pegging at 23 to 24,000 we are paying to first, maybe a GET freshener, whereas a GET we are paying that. So ours now, as of today, civil engineering scale is also, may not be, I can say it is on par with IT. Say IT may come and fall, but civil engineering never. It will be a uniform and consistent.
As long as the people, construction will happen.
Say in IT, if you cross 35 to 40 years, I think your scale won't go. Civil engineering, if you go after 40, 45, 50 also, your scale will further go.
Yeah, my father used to say that he was a civil engineer, he was a bridge engineer in Indian Railways. And
Yes.
he used to say this.
Yes.
Part of the Rajahmundry construction of that famous truck and rail bridge he was involved in.
Road and rail bridge.
Yeah, and his first boss was East Sridharan
Sir.
in Southern Railway.
Sir.
He used to always passionately talk about engineering as such. But my point is also that when you need people, when you're getting people, KPC Projects is also one of the great places to work. Have been classified as and awarded that title. How did you manage it?
Say there are every human being works for one is salary. Number two is they want a place to as per their choice of the work. Number two. Number three, they have future security. Organization has to be demonstrate themselves. We are going to secure your future for at least 10, 15, 20 years. We can have future. And number four is you are always in the growth stage. Your organization is in growth or stagnant stage. People also look at, and at least 15, 20 years organization runs or not, and people also look at that. And as of now, it's a grace of God. We are so lucky. We have the team more than, if I say 20 plus years, I have more than 400 team. And 10 years, around 650, 700 people. If you ask me 5 years plus, I have more than, I think, around 800.
So that loyalty is upstream.
That is exactly. So how you are choosing that, and you are giving proper remuneration, giving security for long time, and also giving respecting individual and giving job to as per their choice. This all are making them to. That is just our team, HR team has just conducted a simple survey of a great place to work. Our country's infrastructure average was 87%. Our organization is good, able to get it 89% or something around. That shows a bit more industry. We are on par with the best in the industry. So that is also given very good comfort to people, new joining people also, to see that people can enjoy the work.
Great places to work.
Yes.
So another thing is when at the end of the day, the business has to give back to the society. The Tatas are known for it very well. And every other business houses. The KC Pulaya Foundation also runs a lot of other activities. Can you just detail that out?
Say, KPC Projects is very much in the service. That is, we are not now. It is on Genesis and there is a blood. Our founder has started in 2008. He started a foundation. When Government of India not even initiated that CSR, it has come in 2013 only. My father started his thought process in 2018, so almost 5-6 years earlier than government. He was taught, whenever any needy people used to come to him for education, for any of his health support or anything, my father used to give from out of his pocket. And he was maintaining a record in one office was established in 2008, and he's having one application format. The people can come have a cup of coffee and take the application and fill it up. A person will go and visit their house and get that real data of them, KYC, check it up, and they used to do that. That was started in by 2008. That was in education support or maybe health support. And my father is more philanthropic. He had developed more than hundreds of temples in the region, different places. And he was very passionate in sports. He developed more than 15-20 sports, cricket, and he is very passionate in culture, in dramas or dance shows or Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi. These all are very passionate he was. So that has come in our blood. So in 2008 we have started and going on, the need was changing. So we identified that in 2014. Skill is where there is a lot of gap. Yes, we decided KPC Projects and KCPI Foundation. We started a skills school in 2018, first skills school with 30 people capacity. And first year we have achieved around 300 people in skill development in housekeeping, hospitality, and health and IT, different areas. Today, year on year, we are increasing around 100% progress. Today, last year we could able to achieve around 1,700 people. 1,070 people. This year we could able to give employment for 2,730 people. We are able to give employment, and we have supported by 7-8 different organizations who are giving different projects to our team by having trust on KCPI Foundation deliveries. They are able to give their projects also to us to execute and implement. And number two, we have identified in the COVID time, we have identified some of the orphans who are living with HIV, children living with HIV. They are aged from 3 months to around 14-15 years. We identified in 2020, these are today, last Saturday of every month, we used to distribute a pouch of around 1,200 to 1,500 rupees, which can give nutritious food for 1 month, that have the pulleys and that have cashew. So who takes ART medicine, body has to support them. Yeah, in the Telangana AIDS Control Society, we have developed one pouch. Every month we around more than 4 to 5 kilos of that pouch. Every fifth Saturday or fourth, last Saturday of the month, we used to call that all 236 children to our foundation headquarters, and we used to invite some guests like you, and we used to distribute through that. And we have done almost 17 HIV to HIV marriages, and we have done almost 9 Srimantams of HIV couple, and we got delivered 9 children non-HIV. HIV is one great God unique productive system. The HIV won't go into DNA. That is a great gift of the God. Say children are living non-HIV, so we could able to curtail the HIV to their life, and children are giving none. That is that second project. And third project we are doing, and we have the 3 clinics which are there in the truck parking terminals and industrial areas. Our people will go and establish a clinic there and take their basic data, and around 18 to 20 different tests they conduct. Every year we could able to, last year we could able to around 4 HIV guys and more than 30 plus of TB guys, and severe blood pressure more than 150 people. Like that, we could able to reach to around 1.5 lakh people. We could able to identify around 3,000 to 3,500 people in different severe health. That is the third project we are able to do. And fourth, we are having nature. We are having schools. One of the trust has unable to run the school in Godavarkani. They have handed over. We made it 100% free school with advanced digital classrooms, and 130 people are studying. These 5 projects, we do around 12.5 to 13 crores worth of investment we are doing in the society. It reaches around 2.5 lakh people per every year.
That satisfaction must be
is amazing. Myself, I dedicated on second and fourth Saturday for that service purpose, and my team is very clear. By the 2035, Our team want to reach at 1.5 crore people, and it has to reach around 15 lakh skill employment. Our people are, it's a different, very passionate. My guys are very passionate and doing
But
that.
today you don't get an electrician or a plumber or a carpenter, but you will get a software engineer.
Yes.
That's the most toughest thing to do. And skill development, I think, takes a long way to
Yes.
get the thing right. So as we close the conversation, the question I often ask, you are here today, but you want to go there. And what is the kind of growth path that you look to say, okay, fine, I will do, as you said, from 1200 to 1700, 1700, 2500. The growth path of the company, is it on the conservative side or you want to really grow aggressive? What is the target? What is the strategy that you have?
So KPC is very clear from beginning, wherein we never rush. We are very, very balanced. We don't say I'm conservative, and we don't say we're aggressive.
Steady.
Very balanced. When industry is aggressive, we used to take, we go around 30-40% growth. When industry is pleasant, we don't run. We will be around 10 to 15% growth. This we can see our graph since from 1973 or 1993 what we have started. Our graph is only COVID year made it a small chunk. Again we took same turn. Where almost minimum at least 1% growth also the year on year will maintain. And I'm sure second one, children are coming. They are very, very passionate. Our third generation children, they want to be create different models of the industry. So I think India is open now. So India is open. I can say just taste is just started. India. I'm sure minimum 30 to 40% year on year growth will be uh, ensured in coming 10 to 15 years. What I believe.
Wonderful speaking to us.
Around maybe I reach around now, even employability also last before year we are at 800. Last year we reached 1000. This year we are 1270. I think 20-25% year on year employee. I mean, by 2035 we may reach around 10,000. What our people are able to see, and 10,000 employment, and 10,000 crores business. What we are planning.
Wonderful, wonderful speaking to us at HYBIZ. Thank you very much, Mr. Anil Kumar. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Anil Kumar, Chairman and Managing Director of KPC Projects, speaking about his company, his employees, the Great Place to Work title, and of course, the philanthropic activities that the group does. When you listen to all that, you'll say, why not continue for another half an hour? But we have a paucity of time, and surely next time when we meet up, we'll go in detail. Thank you very much for watching. Jai Hind.